What's up? Mental alchemy, sungazing, healing, Movemind, and chaos magic. Basically, it's all the chaos. But better structure myself, clean up my mind and clean up the environment. This is how basically the workings are. So, sun gaze a bit more. And move better. The solipsism problem. Being a god, a deity, which I'm pretty sure I am, but at the same time I'm like, what to do, what to teach. I can just move on. I can just basically, not to be arrogant, but I can just give you my time to maybe help you understand some things about yourself. But basically this is also a mind trick of myself, because I'm a slave to my experiences. I'm slaving to all the experience that I had, but I'm pretty sure that Shivambu, Kalpa and Sungazing is bringing you definitely closer to your source. That's how it is. And anybody who would argue with me about that is not really correct. Because what would you do? No matter where you live in the freaking world, you have access to the sun and you have access to Shivambu Kalpa, which is your urine. You can do that. So anybody who would argue with me about these two topics has not this experience with it. Now, do I live in a comic book? Do I live in... Is somebody real here? I don't know. Are there beings who actually have intelligence, sourced, rooted intelligence, which is not made up by a university or a certain school? Because as I was describing, you only went to school when you were going to skull. This has something to do with movement and yoga and your cerebrospinal fluid and your energy, which basically sits in the root chakras that you use, so that you put into your brain. This has something to do with mental alchemy. And this is basically how you would get into higher education, when you would understand and when you would see what is going on here. And you would see it from a bird's eye perception and perspective. And not many beings are able to do that, because that you have to go through a specific type of training to see all these things which are going on. And I was not even aware that I was doing it, but I was doing it for 13 years. Going to the ninja, being a ninja. Now this is what I basically can bring you here back. That hey, the source is you. So you look out of your own window. Are you real? I don't know. Do you exist? I don't know. But I can give you the real things which are here in nature. See, this is why shout outs to the 4 hours natural order. Natural order would be when you would, I take the freaking supplements, I take, see the proteins but if you see shamanism from a higher perception, everything is nature. So even these pandemic tests or whatever, I do that no matter what. But I stay true to the source, which is Shivambu Kalpa and the sunlight. This is why I have so much knowledge, this is why I'm speaking about it. Do you speak about it? Do you have experience with that? If you would have the same amount of knowledge, you can never have the same amount of knowledge that I have, because this is my perception and I'm a slave to my experiences. This is what I was just telling you. So is everybody. But what is really occurring? What is the source here? What is this realm? Why are we here? I would say we're here to birth a higher consciousness, because this is, as within the body, a place where you would grow yourself, where you would grow your eggs or your semen. This is what basically the chaos realm is that we have here. Now you would compress a seed or an egg if you would just put chaos onto it. But from a more simplistic view, you would just put light and water to it, which is what you produce. So enough from now. We just Sungaze here, and it's basically about, you know, movement. This is what I'm teaching the kids in the school. You know, are they a representation of me? I don't know. Are they real? I don't know. Is anything real in this hologram? Is it a hologram? Is somebody real here? I don't know, maybe, but maybe you have to get to that perception that it's only you, and then you can really free up yourself from all the freaking things that somebody else is dictating you, and only then you can write your own story. See, it is why should I care about what's happening behind me if I'm leading the ship? See, I have no clue where to go, but I can say, hey, this realm seems to be that there is darkness and there's light. And it seems like if I'm looping myself, I'm becoming more intelligent. This is my experience with it. So if I'm continuously doing that, and if I'm appreciating everything which is around me as just tools and toys, well, it seems like this is the way to go. Following intuition. And guess what? This is what our ancestors did. You think our ancestors knew where to go? Like, fuck, we have no idea what to do. Now, how to survive here? Yeah. And I know for a fact all these things that I'm talking about, Shivambu Kalpa, it's true. You don't get sick. You heal yourself with sunlight, with Sungazing and Shivambu Kalpa, which is free for everybody. And you basically birth your higher potential. And you will not learn this in any university. You will not learn in any university what mental alchemy is. You maybe learn something about psychology, but this is only also some other experience of somebody who was doing something. Now this is basically what this whole digitalization thing is. Am I making it worse? I don't know. So this is why I'm now just shutting up, and I keep gazing into the sun, I keep drinking Shivambu Kalpa, and I just move. And that's basically what I do. Seems like I'm becoming more intelligent with it. So let's go. mental alchemy is basically the key to freeing up your vessel. See, all right, I'm giving you maybe 2 examples here of mental alchemy and what basically this whole thing is. Now let's switch sides like this. So one example is an example out of nature, and neither example is better or worse. That's not the thing here, because I'm showing you that it's yourself. Now this is coming out of nature, and this is coming out of nature also, but this is man-made. Now what is this shit here? This shit here, I mean, it's not shit. Both is basically products. It's both shit. But one thing is growing here, and one thing is growing out of the consciousness, out of beings in this hologram. Now, I'm doing this. I'm fusing it together. So this is why I'm very precious. Now, the thing is how your mind is working with the thing. That's what I'm showing you here. This is mental alchemy. Now the thing is basically, do you use it as something which is making you feel the way you want to feel? Or is it producing maybe fear? So it will suck your imagination. Now, like I said, this realm here is pretty much, from my slaving of experience, it's a magic realm, it's an imaginational realm, so it's a mind space here. So the question is, what kind of mind do you cultivate in here? So, from my perception, although I'm pro-nature, everything is source to me. Everything is just toys. There's nothing which is higher than me. There's nothing which cannot be used. Because everything is just toys. I come here, I don't know how or why. I'm just coming here and I'm presented all these different objects. So to me, all of this is tools. All of this is toys. We can play with that. Everything which comes out of nature and everything that we produce. So this is why it's very important how we think what these things are going to do to us. And this is what it will be for me. This is what it will be for you. So this is why I'm like, hey, you know what? I eat both of it. Can I eat that shit here? I mean, I would eat it, but I don't know, it's kind of hard. So, this whole thing, this whole illusional thing is basically just a test for the flow of my consciousness. Like I said, the solipsism problem, is there another one than myself? I look out of my own window. Are you real? Am I playing this game? I don't know. But it seems like the solution is very easy. The solution is to just have tolerance, have acceptance. This is what I do. You know, I accept that. I accept these tools, whatever that might be. You know, I accept all of these natural things that are happening in here. I see it. Hamburg City. Like, oh, Jan was this crazy guy who was doing some interviews about Shivambu Kalpa. Yeah, I was doing that in the past. Figured out it was basically opening up the genie's bottle to me. Was also causing a lot of trouble in my reality. But it seems like this is me, or this is at least the truth, which could be healing to a lot of beings, you know. But whatever. So the thing is to just see things as tools in rents, you know, and this is also about, you know, the future coming process, which will be about, you know, how will we use objects, how will we use things, are we going to share everything? Might be also a good thing, you know. Is there going to be currency for everybody? Yeah. You know, the thing in the first place is that if you would have understand your body and how it is functioning, you have basically everything. But this whole cultural thing is doing a lot of misconception, of misunderstandings. See the miss and the mystery. Yeah, but to make it very clear, you know, you have both energies inside of you, yin and yang. If you fuse it together, that's on you. If you master your own alchemy, if you master yourself, that's on you. If you birth your higher consciousness, that's on you. And I still accept and tolerate all of the humanoids productions and what it is. I was saying, you know, I'm Osiris. Why am I making it up? Am I really Osiris? Whatever, you know, it's just words and mirrors. But the thing here is that I'm showing you, you know, you can be freaking everything you would like to be. Because this is, what is, like, is there something higher outside of you? Hey, you know, I'm just reaching out my hand. I'm telling you, you know what, you could heal yourself. You could see this. See, we construct in the background. Isn't there, like, what is, this is grass. I was like, okay, maybe this is some construction workings. I don't wear my glasses, right? I don't integrate my eyesight. Yeah, so mental alchemy, sungazing, movement, Shivambu, Kalpa, urine therapy. See, I was telling about these things a long time ago. Still am I preaching these things? Because I have a very big heart. I don't know if you see it or not. Things could be a lot easier. Still, the quest to me is this solipsism problem. Is there another consciousness than me? Like, if I am connected to my higher consciousness, is it basically the one consciousness that we are all the same thing? And this is why I don't know if there is another thing than me, because I have the connection to the one consciousness. Obviously, it seems like there's matter, right? But we can go through that if we, yeah, you know, appreciate ourselves. And stay grounded, you know, stay grounded. Like, appreciate all which you are presented with, you know, it's a test. To me, it's a test, you know, because I know I am the source. So are you. I'm not better than you. If I would be better than you, I would use all of the things that I know for myself. I would not share them. If I would be better than you, I would not talk about these things. I would not show you this. If I would be better than you, I would charge you for having access to the knowledge that I have. Which you will find this type of knowledge that I'm sharing nowhere. It's not written in a book, because that's me. I downloaded that knowledge. And see, it's about, you know, sharing is caring. That's what the whole thing is. Like, I give you something, so I'm giving things back. See, basically that's not tough to do. You know, I just figured out where one of the highest places in Hamburg city is. I'm going there, I'm recording myself, I'm doing movement, and I'm gazing into the sun. It's not that hard. But it's a process, and you have to be disciplined with it. So here's why I'm sharing it. And I know it's not done with just making one video and then I'm like, okay, that's it. I know that. See, because it's a... Why am I doing it? I'm doing it to see basically the higher consciousness, which lays within all of us. Damn sure about that. Even about, you know, these numbers, 144,000 souls, whatever. I'm damn sure, like, for me, there is not any difference between any race. There's not the difference between any whatever. We are all, to me, we are all the same thing. And it seems like we have maybe different star seeds, different, I don't know, like, obviously things where we coming from, but it's more important where we go, you know, and this is about information. And this information is basically all over the world accessible, at least nowadays with these types of mirrors. That's why I'm sharing it, you know. If you like some type of knowledge, if you like a certain mirror, then you just mirror yourself in it. See, I'm sitting here like a white tiger, protector of the Dharma. Seems like that's what I am, you know. Here for empower mind. See, it's all about your mind. It's about the cultivation of your mind. See, I'm making it to the 33 level again, so Jesus Christ consciousness, you know, empowering everybody. Because maybe the Osiris, the Kemetic Pharaoh is too ununderstandable. It's maybe too high, I don't know, it's maybe just too much from top down. See, you see, yesterday I was playing Osiris, today I'm playing White Tiger. Who do you play in this society? Who do you follow? Eh? Who are you? What's your identity? Sungazing, Shivambu, Kalpa, mental alchemy. And very important, integration. Integration, integration, integration. The keys, that's the key for our kids. Integrate that knowledge. You know, and to integrate things, you have to go to an extreme. You have to figure out how things are working, and then you can work with them. Yeah, so seed knowledge, and we can harvest that in the later years. Appreciate everything. Everything is tools. I love you. Truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. Stay in the move. I love you. Christ consciousness, 33.